could be Cancer at this time.
Too far.
Too far. Too far. I did it this time. I did it. Okay, we do have Seven of Cups bottom of the deck for the Ten of Cups clarification, but I understand why there's Seven of Cups and Ten of Cups at the same time, and it's cool because there's options, lots of options. However, to get to the story, it doesn't always look like it's a good start to the energy. Libra, before we get to April. Libra energy, avoiding shadow work. Putting off internal healing or growth for what does appear very similar to, was it Taurus, with the energy of focusing on the finances. However, going into April, it does look like journaling. It does look like communicating with self. There is a blocking. This showed up in the Leo. So this was very much avoiding, in disbelief, cut off because of your shadows or lack of shadow integration. It could be repeating cycles. It's like in disbelief that I keep giving this person an opportunity that doesn't deserve an opportunity. I keep giving them forgiveness when they keep repeating the same cycles. In disbelief that I keep putting myself in a job that I don't like. I keep hanging around people that don't make me feel good. It's like a self-disbelief, because it's like you're waking up to some kind of situation that you have it's been out of balance because you brought the balance. You brought the stability, you brought the consistency, you brought the forgiveness, you brought whatever it was that the other person was feeling. And when you remove that, it was out of balance because you were bringing so much of yourself that there was not energy to see this other side. Going into April, there is some kind of information you're going to learn that is also going to put you in disbelief, feeling like you avoided it because you knew it was coming. And it's like you avoided it because you didn't want to cut it off. You avoided it because you didn't want it to be over. You avoided it because of this other specific reason. There is meditation. There is spending time back into your spiritual nature. So if you're an outdoors person, going outdoors. If you're a meditate with candles and a journal, meditate with candles and a journal. There's definitely getting back in tune with your own beliefs, your own divinity, getting in tune with your own thought process. And there has been a mind fog. There has been an illusion we casted on ourselves, as well as allowed other people to reinforce that. We're going to be coming out of that. April's bringing a huge awareness, and it's going to collapse the reality that we lied to ourselves. We knew, but we kept kind of tricking ourselves into thinking it couldn't possibly be, or we can change it, or we can fix it, or it can grow. Like it's only. All right, Libra. April will bring a side of our emotions that we have been running from. We've been in some kind of denial. And maybe we didn't feel like we could have these emotions. Maybe we didn't understand how to process these emotions. We definitely blocked them out. Even if we were doing shadow work, we ran from this side of ourselves or life circumstances. What is this side of ourselves that we could be running from? Well, if you are in a relationship, Libra, there has been third-party interference. I hate to break it to you. It feels like this person speaks some truths, like the song White Liar's coming to my head. So that, hey, white liar, truth comes out a little at a time. So it's like you're getting a little suspicious of someone already. If you're in a relationship, this could also be a really close friend. If you're not in a relationship, it's a really close connection. Full moon in your sign is supposed to be full awareness of your energy, as well as full awareness of all the relationships and the way you have a relationship with yourself, what parts of yourself get into a relationship with external people, right? So you're going to see a full picture of people, and the truth has already been slipping out a little bit along the way. You were already putting the puzzle pieces together, but you're going to see fully and completely in April a truth that you were avoiding because it could have been painful, and it could have been so painful that it rocked a core wound you had that you didn't want to face, or you didn't want to integrate, or you didn't want to ever have to go through again. It is not a punishment. It is not because you've done anything wrong in this life. Your soul came down here to experience these things and to have these awarenesses. Awarenesses follow the after awareness follows the awakening. After the awakening follows the anointing. So there is an anointing on the life of those who choose to not just be aware, but to allow that awareness to form the awakening within their essence of their soul to expand. So there's some part of your soul that is expanding in this situation and in life and in love and in relationships, but it's been hard because it could have been something where you knew you were holding on to toxic things, you knew you were holding on to unhealthy people, but at least they stuck around, or at least they weren't cruel, or at least you always had like a bar that said there was something else in life that made it okay, and then you were giving so much of yourself to make it work because at least it was working. So you had told yourself, in whatever circumstance, it could be at least it's working with a job, at least it's working with this person. If it's a relationship, it's definitely been at least it was working. There is something complicated and there is lies about it because of the love, because of the heart chakra. It feels like sometimes when insecurities and wounds get in the way of connection, it's hard to show up in connection. If you're struggling with any of this, by the way, definitely take a look at my Facebook. We've been unpacking these wounds under the Shattering Illusions for the entire month of March, to get ready to lead up to the next seasons. In the relationship, April is going to bring more truths about a situation. It may create hostility. If it's a situation at work, the hostility is going to be able to propel you forward because someone else who could have been lying and hiding their side of themselves exposes themselves ultimately. If it's in relationship, this person will expose themselves because, again, the lies had already been stacking up. It's like they tell one too many, or they do it one too many times. It's like they do something that causes that. You can choose how to alchemize both the anger and the sadness. There will be grief attached, but it's like alchemizing both in one. Now, in your resources and your finances, we are being asked to hold on to what we have, hold on to the skills that we have. We are alchemizing something into gold. This did show back up, I think we said, in Taurus's reading again. It could be solid for the last 4 years, really being a foundation for us, and it's just going to start speeding up and amplifying from there, growing and expanding from there. We are already sitting on a throne of pentacles. We just don't have all the pentacles in our hand. We are still in the alchemizing, turning it into this energy. April is going to give you more clarity on that, as far as it could be like the largest invoice you ever gave, the largest check you've gotten to date, the biggest sell of something. Some kind of foundation is going to be very loud in a way in April that's like bigger than it has usually been, to confirm, yes, we're alchemizing. It's another pentacle, and it will be another stack to something that we build fully and completely. Why do I feel like we're doing that? Well, we do have you being a money magnet in April and you having a windfall of money and abundance coming your way, as well as it putting you in a situation where you're completely debt free. You don't have any overhead energy that you're worried about, and you're in more of a green, if you will, consistent energy for finances. There is bottom of the deck energy for a lawsuit. So if you are in a legal battle, it does look like you will be winning the legal battle. If you're not in a legal battle, maybe April brings a circumstance in which you have legal authority to go into a legal battle, or you want to get something done legally, to get out of something or to get into something. But that's just the confirmation as well, with the Justice and the Libra being Justice card. That is with balancing that out, so it doesn't have to be. If you're not in a lawsuit, then you don't need to go looking for one. That's just for people who either already have energies. Keep it in mind. 7 of Cups, bottom of the deck, with the 10 of Cups. We did have the bottom of the deck obsessed earlier. I did believe that that third party energy was the one who was interfering, and that caused another energy to become obsessed. We do have happy ever after, so there is like this, we're going to have a happy after, we're going to move forward and have the rainbow, but there's a lot of options. There's a lot of even divine guidance. Twice Spirit says reach to your divine guides, reach to your inner self with this intuition. But there's a lot of options to get here. And so we really need to spend the month of April, or the month of April is going to give us a lot of choices. Don't choose anything that doesn't get you to your ultimate end goal, end picture. If it doesn't look the way that you want it, don't settle for it, because you'll be giving so much of yourself up. In this way, definitely with all these options, make sure that they can alchemize and blend together to make that beautiful rainbow on your behalf in your happiness. Trusting your intuition to guide you with what is truth, what is lies, and coming in from awareness and saying, okay, I'm ready for the awakening, that next level.